So, hey guys, hope you're doing well. Welcome to the first episode of Infinite Loop. I'm here with Sam, one of my friends, and a good member of the tech community. Hello, Sam, welcome. And yeah,
Hey, how are you doing? This is my first podcast, so
yes, me too. It's a little bit tricky and it just might get out of hand, but yeah. So, first of all, the Apple event was held on this week. And I would just want to know your first impression on all the products that was launched. Let's begin by Apple Watch first, then get to the good parts.
all right. So, about the Apple Watch.
Yeah, the Apple Watch.
This year was actually pretty disappointing, being honest, especially for the Series 11.
Yeah.
Just the regular Series 11 was like really disappointing, not gonna lie. They didn't really change much this year. What do you think about that?
Generally speaking, I'm not a huge fan of Apple Watch in general, but in terms of like upgrades, like if you concern the last few years, Apple Watch get a major overhaul about like in 3 or 4 years. The last time that we saw a major overhaul was, I think, the Series 9 with the touch controls and like the slimmer borders, slimmer profile, and all that. But now the Series 11,
No, I think that was a Series 10, right?
No, it was Series 9 for the first time. Yeah. And then, so the Series 11 and Series 10 just had some slight upgrades and some slight sensors was added on. Also, some health monitoring things like the sleep apnea or sleep detection or everything. But I think generally speaking, it's not worth picking up the Series 11 at all. A lot of people was discussing, it's super exciting, super nice to see some new features on it. It's just the same thing, but just with one or two extra features.
It does look exactly the same too.
Even the colors are the same. That's crazy.
Yeah, they haven't even changed the colors.
That's actually, they just added a space black, which is space gray actually. So it's basically just the same as before. And that's disappointing for me. But the most Apple Watch that I'm really excited for is the Apple Watch SE, the newer generation. I think everyone should pick that out because it is. It is worth every penny.
That's a really good deal.
Yeah. So, what do you think about the Apple Watch SE3?
It's a really good deal. I think you're getting most of last year's stuff.
Yeah,
but like only for $219.
$249, I guess. I think so.
I don't know. On the website it says $219.
Oh, but yeah. Generally speaking, it just, if you compare the Series 11 to the Series SE. The difference is between them is just a slight some
really
health.
Small. It's just
yeah.
The bezels are just slightly thicker.
Yeah, exactly.
And I know the battery life is a bit lower, but like it's okay. It's already, the battery life is already extreme.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone would need like more than an entire day.
Exactly.
Wait, what's the battery life of the it's 18 hours, right?
I think so. Is 18 hours, and the Series 11 is, I think, 24 hours, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's 24 hours. This year's...
Yeah, that's more than most people.
Yeah, it's enough. More than enough. The only thing that is really exciting for the Series 11, in my opinion, is the faster charging support. It is really nice to see. But the Series SE is the same. And also, even the Apple Watch Ultra 3 is the same as before. And it's just not worth it. If you like the Ultra, if you want the Ultra, just get a refurbished or renewed older version of it. That's all.
Yeah, like the first version is actually still pretty good for today.
Yeah, exactly. Just a few hours of extra battery life, I guess. So,
but if you really wanted to upgrade to an Apple Watch, I would go for the SE this year because it's a great deal for what you're getting.
Exactly. A lot of people was
Actually
actually
crazy.
talking about the SE before the events and saying that it is going to be plastic, it's going to be cheaper and all that. But
Yeah, I also thought it was going to be
yeah,
made of
yeah.
plastic.
But I'm glad that it's aluminum, and I'm glad it's not
It
plastic.
almost looks the same, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm glad it's not plastic, because plastic is the cheapest material that you can use. And I hope in the future, though, they bring out a version for kids using plastic. I think that's going to be a fair selling point for them.
Yeah, that would actually sell really well.
For $99, for
Plastic.
example. Yeah, that would be amazing. So let's talk about AirPods before we get into the iPhones. What do you think about the new AirPods Pro 3?
Finally, we have a new version. I like the redesign. I haven't tried them obviously, so I'm assuming that they fit better. Just judging by the new design over here.
Yeah, it's
I'm
like
looking at it right now.
I think the tip is a little bit different than before.
It's like
Yeah,
it
yeah, yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like bent it a tiny bit.
Foam, I think so. Instead of using silicone, you're using foam, and the noise cancellation is really exciting. The features, the AI features
It's like
on it,
2 times. It's already
yeah,
crazy. Like 2 times more than the last one. Like what?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I use my
The last one is
AirPods.
already crazy. Imagine that times
Yeah,
two.
I use my AirPods when I sleep. To not hear anything. Yeah, is that weird?
I cannot do that. I mean, I can't because when I do that, they'll just fall off when they touch the pillow.
No, I will put
But like
one of the ears on the like a cushion or something to activate the noise cancellation, and I will keep the other one in my ears. Yeah, that's why
what if you roll over at night?
I
I
don't
don't know. There are
understand.
like many earbuds for bad, but like definitely not AirPods. They stick out just way too much.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
it
yeah.
just doesn't work for me. Um, but yeah, 2 times noise cancellation. Like I don't
It's
know how they pulled
crazy.
that off. Like imagine AirPods Pro 2 times 2. Like you can't hear anything. You're probably not going to be able to hear anything at all at that
Yeah.
point.
But I think we have to test it out to see if it's actually 2 times better and 2 times more active noise
Hmm.
cancellation than before. But in terms of the design, I think it's going to be more comfortable. These AirPods are the most comfortable AirPods that I have ever owned. And imagine the AirPods Pro 3 being even better than this. Because I know some people that they're really just dealing with a lot of stuff that they cannot fit the AirPods in their ears because of the shape of their ears,
Yeah.
and this generation I think going to help with them because of we get 5 different tip sizes, and also the foam just
Oh yeah, they
squish,
added more
and then
tip sizes.
yeah, and then inside the ear it opens like other like the XM6s I think, or XM5s I think so. So, yeah, generally speaking, I like the AirPods, but the only disappointment that I have is that they are still sticking to the H2 chipset, not the H3. That's a little bit disappointing for me.
Wait, they haven't upgraded it?
No, 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 no. It's the H2 chipset.
Wait, what does the H3 offer though?
I don't know it, but I think they're using the H2 for about 4 years now, and that's a lot. I think they had to have to
What does the
upgrade.
H3 like offer to us? Like, is there anything new in the H3?
It hasn't even
Just
been
more battery
announced
life?
yet. The H3 hasn't.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I'm thinking, I think it's fine with the H2. So I'm assuming, I'm like, what are we upgrading in terms of chips?
I think
There's
because
no, there's not really
they
much.
will
Like the
try to
H2 is
make it
already
more
quite a lot.
efficient. They will try to make it more efficient if the H3 comes out. And they had the chance to make it better in terms of battery life. It is still better than the AirPods Pro 2 in terms of battery life, but it's still, if a new chipset with like efficiency and all that, it will be like twice as much as you can get up now. So yeah, this was the AirPods. Generally speaking, I quite like it, but it's not. I'm not going to upgrade to it. Probably for the next year, I will just be sticking to these.
I think,
Yeah.
yeah. What
So
about live translation?
oh, the live translate. I almost forgot. Thanks for reminding.
You almost forgot about that.
Yeah, yeah,
That's like
yeah,
the
yeah.
best feature.
That's the best feature. Yeah, I was going to say it just dragged into something else, but the live translation is actually insane. To be honest, it's just you have a lot of
I haven't actually seen
flexibility.
a live demo of this yet, so
Yes,
we
I'm.
don't know how it's gonna
But I'm
work.
afraid because it is just an AI voice and it is not as fast
Hmm.
as what we've seen Google do.
Oh yeah, with Google.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Google like actually turns their voice into like a different versions of
Yeah, yeah,
themselves, you know
yeah,
what
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
You can still hear their voice and they're like yeah, and their emotion and all that stuff. But like it just sounds like Siri, I'm guessing
Siri, yeah,
here.
yeah,
It
yeah.
just sounds like
And
Siri
it's
talking
weird
to
for
you.
me personally if I turn on the noise cancellation and just listen to someone and not knowing what they're saying is just weird.
It's just what if it goes wrong? You just can't
Yeah,
you can't hear
exactly.
anything. So I just want to see that in real life before I can judge. I mean, all we saw was that commercial.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Does it work that well? Can you just sit in front of someone with another pair of AirPods and just talk to them in real time
You,
with no delays?
it's awkward that you have to wait to the Siri to translate it, then you start speaking. That's awkward. That moment is really awkward.
Yeah, that's a bit
Exactly.
awkward.
Exactly. So, anything I
I think with
missed about
the
the
Google one, it's
AirPods?
like real time, right?
Yeah, it was real time.
No, you haven't really missed. What about the heart rate sensor?
Heart rate sensor is pretty. We've seen this before on the Power Beats
We've
Pro,
seen
I
this before.
guess. And I like the Power Beats Pro more because it matched the color of the iPhones, and it's quite exciting for me.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
That's
It's like the
why
orange era or something.
no AirPods, Power Beats. I'm all in. Exactly. And I think the heart rate monitoring is pretty useful. You can basically you don't need an Apple Watch to just control
Yeah.
your heart rate or anything like that.
So yeah, that's pretty much it for the AirPods Pro 3.
Exactly. But let's just go into the iPhones now. Let's start with the iPhone 17. What is your take on the iPhone 17?
This is actually the regular iPhone 17 this year. I think this was the best deal for most people,
Exactly.
pretty much everyone actually, because this is basically an iPhone 16 Pro right here.
Yeah.
Probably even slightly better than an iPhone 16 Pro. Like if you paid full price for an iPhone like 16 Pro last year, I'm so sorry for you. Because this just came out. Now we have 128 refresh rate. We have like thinner bezels. Battery life is even better than the 16, I'm guessing,
Yeah, it's about I
which is
think on
crazy.
par with the 15 Pro Max, if I'm not mistaken, or the 16 Pro.
When it comes to battery life?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
No, it's probably better than the 16 Pro when it comes to battery life.
Okay. Yeah,
I
about
don't know.
30
Yeah,
hours.
I play complete now. Like all we need is that the refresh rate. I don't know what took them so long to do that. It feels like it should be illegal. We don't have to
Exactly.
wait that
Yeah,
long
yeah, yeah.
for an iPhone that costs like $800 to still be on 60 hertz.
But I thought that the iPhone 17 regular will be getting slightly dimmed version of the promotion, like from 10 hertz to 120 hertz instead of 1 to 120 hertz, and that's actually crazy that they have pulled this off at this price point from 1 to 120 hertz promotion. You'll get an anti-reflective display. You get 3,000 nits of brightness,
Oh,
slimmer.
even an
Yeah,
anti-reflective coating.
dude. I'm getting the 17, but
Not even,
yeah.
not even the 60 Pro has that.
Yeah, exactly. The colors, I'm just a bit disappointed. I quite loved the colors of last year on the 16s. The ultramarine and all that. It was beautiful. It was stunning. But now this year we have a.
Yeah, ultramarine was really good.
But this year is like
I
a
like the green one, by
sage.
the way. The green and purple looks pretty good.
Yeah, the sage I like. It's
I
I
don't know
think the
the names,
green.
like-
Yeah. The names are difficult. I just wrote it down here in my notes. It's sage and mist blue. Yeah, and lavender, I guess.
Mist blue. Mist blue is like, what?
Yeah, it's meh,
Which one's
but the
which one's
green
this
one
one?
is pretty good. The green one is pretty good. And I'm excited because it starts at 256 gigs and the same price. And we get ultra.
No way.
Yeah, exactly. And we also have a 48 megapixel ultra wide lens that is the same as the iPhone 16 Pros. We have a better selfie camera, 18 megapixels, which is absolutely insane. You can do some crazy stuff with it. And generally speaking, yeah, the iPhone 17, if they updated the design,
That's actually
I would just
crazy.
go for it.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to be scared to get this one because, like, oh, it just looks like last year's one. Everyone's going to think I have a 16.
I think this is the
But, I
best
mean, this phone is
regular
really-
device that we've been
We've had,
seeing. Yeah, in
Like, in history.
since the iPhone 13.
It's a little bit sketchy for them, though, because, like, what about sales?
Yeah,
No one's going to buy the Pro this year.
Exactly. But that's why they haven't upgraded the design so that it's still more people
Yeah.
gravitate towards the Air and also the Pros. So generally, let me say like something in general about the iPhone 17 regular version. Everyone that are listening to this podcast, I will suggest you to pre-order the. I don't know. I think when we publish this video, the pre-order will be gone. But if you have not already pre-ordered, please go get one right now. I don't care. You will get it 1 month later, but it's just worth every penny. I mean, it's basically, as you said, like an iPhone 16 Pro, but a better version of it. You just don't get the telephoto, which I think is
Slightly
totally
better.
fine. You can live
Yeah.
without it.
I mean,
Yeah,
most
exactly.
people don't really use that.
Exactly. So anything I missed about the iPhone 17 or not?
No, not really. I mean, like, center stage camera. It's just like the sensor turned from rectangle.
I like
into a
that. I
square.
like that. It's pretty cool. I'm not
That's
gonna
actually a
lie.
pretty smart idea. Why don't you
Yeah.
just do that with all cameras?
It's going to be a trend
have
in
to, like-
2025 or 2026, I guess. Yeah.
I wonder why we stuck with the rectangles,
Exactly.
rectangle sensors. There was no
Exactly.
reason.
So let's get towards the brand new iPhone, which is the iPhone Air, not the 17 Air, which is a weird naming choice. But
Sorry, you're breaking up again.
oh, can you hear me now?
Hello?
Can you hear me? Hello.
Oh yeah, they didn't put 17 in the title.
I think it's
Yeah, they didn't put 17 in
yeah,
the
yeah.
title.
It was a weird move, to be honest, but I think
I
what
think
they
next
have
year
there
they're just
in
gonna
the
put 18 Air.
no. I think what are they going to do is they will just rename the whole iPhone system, and they will say iPhone Air, iPhone Pro, iPhone Ultra, and iPhone Fold. That will be the name of the next year's lineup.
What if they start naming it according to the years, like with iOS?
That would be weird because if for example next
That would be
year
very weird.
next year the iOS will be 27 and the iPhone models will be 26. That feels like
No. It'll be 27, right? Next year.
the
too, because-
the iPhone will be 26.
Yeah. No, yeah. These iPhones would be called iPhone 26, but like next year's iPhones.
Because it will be a weird standing point because if we are now in 2025, the iOS is 2026 version,
Yeah.
and the iPhones are 2025 version. If they call it the 26, it will be something odd. And yeah, but I think they will just rename it like the iPads, like iPad 20. That would be weird too. I don't know what Apple is going to do, but I hope they just not screw it up. Just to rename the
Oh well.
yeah, the iPhone Air to 18 Air next year, please. It will be so
Yeah.
confusing for me. But generally speaking, let's talk about the Air a bit more. So, what is your take on the iPhone Air?
It is really thin. It's actually surprising to hold. I have a dummy model over here, so um this is like as close you can get to the real thin thing. It's like really, really thin. It's like almost the same like size as the USB-C
USB
port,
C, yeah,
which is
exactly.
crazy.
So you have
That's
experienced it.
insane. It's
I've
just like holding
actually,
it. Like I haven't
yeah,
actually experienced it, but like holding it in your hand is like it's so comfortable too.
yeah,
It
exactly.
feels nice. Like and I didn't expect it to come out like shiny and all glossy and stuff. You know, that makes it look like a luxury product. It looks more like a piece of jewelry, right?
Exactly. The crazy part is this iPhone Air looks a lot more pro than even the Pro and Pro Max this year.
Yeah, the Pro looks like a piece of plastic or something.
Exactly.
Looks
Like,
like it's made of plastic or something.
yeah,
Like this looks
exactly.
like a piece of jewelry here.
Um, it's one
And the
of
iPhone
the
Air,
yeah, one of the videos
yeah,
that I've seen about
one of the
the
best designs I've seen.
yeah, exactly. The crazy part is I've wrote something down about the iPhone Air that I had to remind that this reminds me of old iPhones mixed with something modern, minimal, and just unique, elegant luxury. Everything in the same. Like this phone reminds me of the beloved iPod Touch, and I love that. The slim design, the one camera, the minimal approach. It just looks good, but um, like you I really want to get it, but I know in my mind that I shouldn't be getting one because it is going to disturb me and annoy me.
It's not worth the price.
Exactly.
Yeah, like the pricing is there because of emotions. Because if you know the meaning and like the symbolism and stuff, but like what you're
Exactly.
actually getting is not worth 999.
If it was like $800, then yeah, it would be totally
Oh
worth
yeah,
it. Yeah, yeah,
100%.
exactly. But only I have a few concerns about the Air. According to Apple, the battery life will be the same as the iPhone 16 Pro, but I don't think so.
16 Pro.
But I don't think so.
I think it will. I actually think so. I mean,
If
the
the
entire phone is
yeah,
literally just a battery.
yeah, exactly. But they've announced some like parts, like the N1 chipset,
Hmm.
basically like a Wi-Fi or Bluetooth modem dedicated to Apple devices, and also the C1X chipset, which is this better version of the C1 modem that we saw in the iPhone 16e. And using
Yeah,
that and the A19 Pro efficiency cores and all
C1X.
that, I think the battery life will be decent. But it was a weird move. If they didn't announce the battery pack, I would be more gravitating towards
I
it.
know. A lot of people got scared because of that. They should have just kept that like to the side and just like say, "Hey, this thing can last." Just tell
Even
us the entire day,
yeah,
like the actual hour of battery life. They just said all day battery life. That was so vague. That's gonna scare people away.
that was
It's
the
actually a
same
really good
quote that
battery
they
life
said.
considering
They said on the Mini. They said all day battery life, but the
yeah, all
Mini
day battery
was
life. That's so vague. They
yeah.
should have just went in and said same
It's
battery life as
cliche
16 Pro, and a lot
exactly.
of people will be like, "What?"
And the battery pack, it's the weird part is that the battery pack is only for the Air, not for the other devices. You don't get it for other
Uh-huh.
devices.
Oh yeah, that's like so annoying.
Why? If you want to announce
It's
a
because
MagSafe power bank, just announce one for everyone, not for one device. Come on, Apple. I love you, but Apple, what are you doing?
there are like so many other like power banks outside of Apple, so I'm not really that concerned.
Yeah. exactly. But you know, so the Air, in terms of my perspective, it is ultra thin. It is beautiful. The material, everything
It's
is,
really nice to hold.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just absolutely. You need to put this in a museum. I think it's just so beautiful.
Yeah, this is like, but being honest, for like the average consumer, they are not really concerned about all the stuff we're talking about. This phone just looks good. A lot of people just buy iPhones for the fashion aspect of it.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
it's a statement.
But the only concern is, as I told you, the battery life. Well, which I think is going to be pretty decent, but not on par with other iPhone 17 series. And also,
I really hope they're right.
yeah, I hope they're
Sorry,
right
yeah.
about the 27-hour battery life. I hope they're right. But the thing is, it is eSIM only globally. That's a little bit concerning as well. But
That's not a bad thing in my opinion.
it's just difficult for me because especially in my country, in Iran, it's just not a thing now. We don't have eSIMs at all. So if the iPhones gravitate towards eSIMs in the
Oh, yeah.
upcoming years, that's why it will be not available in my country. But I hope that they could achieve some like a non eSIM version of it, but because of the thin profile, they couldn't make it. And yeah, also the one camera lens
I was
is,
actually thinking that I was like, they should have just gotten rid of like all the eSIMs and all. I mean, like gotten rid of the SIM card slot for all phones just to make the battery life a bit longer.
that's okay.
I don't know,
Yeah.
like, where I live, like, eSIMs exist, but you know, it's like really easy to switch to one. So a lot of people are concerned about that, especially China. I don't know how they're going to handle it over there.
Yeah, I've seen the website. Then that all of the like even the normal 17, we're not going to talk about the pros yet, but the normal 17, for example,
Mhm.
in some regions like UAE and also took Japan or other countries, it is eSIM. It's not a physical SIM card. And I think
Yeah.
next year this will be a thing. This will be a thing that all of the Apple products will be eSIM only, which I think it's okay. It's technology. It's the future. We have to move forward. But
We always have to keep moving.
yeah, but having the other option is also safe too. So this was about the eSIM. About the cameras. The camera, this main camera, I don't know if it's the same camera as the 17 Pro or the 17, but I think it's the 17.
A single camera? No, like all the cameras are the same on all phones.
Yeah. These, I don't
What do you mean,
know.
like the first lens?
Yeah, 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 the main
It's just
camera.
going to be the regular main lens on all phones, all the same.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I thought that the main camera and the pros are a little bit larger in terms of size.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, no,
Oh, okay, okay.
they are actually exactly the same. Same with last year. I have both the like a 16 and a 16 Pro, and with the camera quality, they're exactly the same. There's no difference. It's
Nice.
just that it
Okay.
can't zoom as far as the Pro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
So the Air is just concerning about the main camera. It's just one camera. You don't get ultra wide and telephoto, which
mhm.
for content creators, having a second camera is like pretty handy and pretty useful.
Yeah.
But I expected it to launch with two cameras minimum, because the S25 Edge.
No, I'm actually good with that. I'm actually good with that because it would have made it a lot more thicker. This is more of like a Steve Jobs type of phone. Like it feels like a bit of Steve Jobs
Yeah,
is here, right? That's why I
exactly.
kind of like this one.
But I just hope that the price was good, so that a lot of people would able to buy it. The middle, always Apple was dealing with a lot of stuff, especially in the middle
I
family.
know.
The Mini, the Plus, now the Air. But I think the Air is different because this is going to be the future of iPhone and the future of all of the products, like
Hmm.
iPhones and phones in general. But if we compare it to the S25 Edge, the S25 Edge is a little bit more expensive, is a little bit more thick, and you get one extra camera, which is nothing crazy. You just get a 12 megapixel,
You know what?
10 megapixel. Yeah.
Have you heard? Have you heard how Samsung made the S25 Edge? So you see, when the rumors came out for the first time, immediately they started making
ASAP.
starting
Yeah,
production for
yeah,
the S25 Edge. That is so not fair. And they wanted to release it earlier, so they just had no time to make it as thin as the iPhone Air.
yeah. I don't know. Is the
I don't know. What do you think
S25
about that?
Edge? The S25 Edge is 6 millimeters, or I don't know how, 5.9.
Yeah, like the iPhone Air is like way thinner than that.
Yeah, exactly. I think, I always criticize Samsung's advertisement because, it's just a little bit weird and it's just
I
cringe.
know it's a bit.
When
It's a bit dodgy, a bit.
Yeah,
Just
exactly. Yeah, I was looking for that word. But for example, when I was in one city that the Apple Store was first launched here in Malaysia, the
Mhm.
like LRT system, or I don't know, the
Oh
metro
yeah,
system,
yeah.
the
The
metro
entire
system.
metro system.
Yeah, 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 is covered
That
with.
was insane. That is, you know what? Like, if I was a Samsung user, I would be embarrassed because, like, I don't
What the
know.
hell is
Are you that desperate? The desperation to do that, that's
That's
crazy.
crazy, yeah, man. But I was really mad, and it's just like makes
So
the products
embarrassing.
feels less premium. It just
Like, it
feels,
just shows that, like, oh my gosh, Samsung is scared. Samsung is
come
so
on,
scared. Oh my
and then
gosh, Apple's here.
yeah, and and then even they changed the station's name to Samsung.
Yeah, that is, that's like that just makes me feel like a little bit more icked from Samsung after that move. That was insane. I mean, it just shows a lot of desperation. They shouldn't have done that. That was a
Even
really
this was
stupid
just
idea,
one
not gonna lie.
example. For example, when I was watching a video yesterday about the iPhone 17 or the Google Pixel, every 10 seconds, a Samsung advertise just came in. The same advertise just shown again and again and again. I was just cursing
Really?
to Samsung. What the hell are you doing right now? I want to watch my iPhone review, not your advertisement. Yeah.
See, that's the thing. Samsung doesn't seem secure in their brand, right? Unlike Google. Like, Google seems that they're secure. They're all confident in their brand, right? But like Samsung kind of seems to be a little bit more scared about, Apple. So, you know what I mean? It's just I don't like that. It just makes me
Even
feel a bit
the
uncomfortable. So I
Samsung
want to.
event was the cringest and weirdest event that I've seen in years. The S25 launch. It was just like,
Mhm.
oh, hey, we are introducing this feature. Oh, hey, it was so like fake. It was just like a show. It was super, super, super
Yeah.
fake. But
But what about the Google launch, though?
Google launch. Okay, about the
Yeah,
Google launch, I really liked it. It was a different approach to it. It was just
it was
like
really different.
yeah, it was like a TV show mostly, and
It was weird.
and I got the concept that they're just looking to gravitate towards younger generation and also average consumers. So
Hmm.
that's why they've done this, and they just don't want to come and, oh, we have this milliamp hour battery, we have this camera, this feature, this. They didn't want to announce the
Didn't say that.
features. Yeah, exactly. They just
You just said
bring
how's it
out.
gonna be in your life, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They just live demos. I always love Google's aspect because they just show live demos, and that's great. That's
You aren't scared.
yeah, they're not scared. And
Like,
if you
that's something I
compare,
like the
yeah,
security, that confidence, right?
but Samsung is an older company than Google, a lot older.
Hmm.
But they're just not stable, and they don't have the confidence to do stuff. And they've just done the S25 Edge. First of all, the naming is just terrible. What is S25 Edge? It's not Edge. And also, the battery life is terrible. The slimness is not slim as the iPhone Air, and now I think it hasn't even launched in some regions. The S25 Edge. That is weird. That is a weird move, but let's just not get into Samsung, because if you want to talk about Samsung, we
Yeah,
can talk about in just one different
probably just
episode, because it's a lot of dodgy things that to say about Samsung. I don't want to roast it. I've used Samsung devices previously.
like Samsung isn't bad. Like they don't make bad products. It's just that their
Yeah,
branding just makes the
exactly.
consumer
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
a bit
yeah,
uncomfortable.
yeah. It's just like if you like have an iPhone in your pocket and so, oh, I have an iPhone, or if you have a Samsung, oh, I have a Samsung, and people will just say,
Yeah,
"What the hell is this?" I don't
even though
know.
it's a better phone, it's just gonna be it's just the branding is the one that ruins it all, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So about the iPhone Air, if you have anything to add on, or if you have anything to say, just mention.
No, I don't really have anything to say. I just want to see how durable it is. I want to see
Jerry
what's
Ridge.
his name again? Jerry Riggs, everything.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the bend test. I'm just waiting for the bend test. That's all. I'm all ears.
Hopefully, you're not getting Ben Gate Part Two.
Yeah, exactly. So let's get into the iPhone Pros this year. So first of all, I'm going to ask you one question. Do you like the design or not?
Yes, I love the design, mostly because of the color. Okay, like orange
I love the
on
orange.
a Pro.
Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
apparently a lot of people hate this though. I like it. I don't know. It looks better when Apple shows it than like those renders we saw.
And in real
Those
life
renders
is
we saw looked
better.
so ugly, but like,
It will
mm-hmm.
be better in real life if we see it in the stores and in the hands-on.
Kind of looks edible. That's how orange it is.
I want to bite it. Yeah, exactly.
Right? Did you think so? It looks like a yeah. I really like the orange. I think yeah, if I were to get one, I'm gonna get this one.
Yeah, but the only concern that I have with the colors is that if you get an orange phone, you cannot match it with any case. It's difficult.
Yeah. That's also my concern. It's really hard to.
But I missed the black. For the first time, they haven't announced the black iPhone Pro, which is just weird because a lot of people gravitate
I know.
towards black devices.
A lot of people like black, especially a lot of my friends, a lot of business people. You see a lot of business people like out in the city with their black iPhone Pro in a case,
Yeah, yeah.
really professional. I don't
For
know.
example, think about Tim Cook coming with a suit and then holding a orange iPhone. That's just
Right. Orange. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh well, but that's the reason why iPhone Pros have always been super boring. It's because, they're for professionals.
yeah.
But a lot of us have been complaining about the color, so they
You
gave
know,
it to us. So
the
let's not complain.
orange, yeah, the orange actually looks like the iPhone should have been called the iPhone Ultra for the orange color, because it reminds me of the Apple Watch Ultra.
Oh yeah, I kind of Apple Watch Ultra, but like that's gonna be for the fold one, right? I don't know. We have rumors that they're gonna call the iPhone Fold iPhone Ultra. I don't know if that's gonna
I don't
happen, but
know. I don't
we'll
know.
see.
We'll have
We'll
to
see.
wait and see. Oh, so about the colors, you've mentioned the orange is pretty good. I've always not loved the blue. And for example, the Pacific blue on the iPhone 12, I was not a huge fan of it. And also the I think blue titanium on the 15 Pro, I was not a huge fan of
That
it.
was my favorite color on the 12. Not gonna lie,
I
that
like
was actually
green color
one of the best
more.
colors.
I like green more than blue. For example, the Alpine green on the 13 series, I just loved it so much. It just talks to me, even if I look at the renders now. But let's get out of colors and just focus on some specs of the iPhone 17. First of all, it is the A19 Pro processor, the same as the Air, but with one more GPU core. Um,
Okay.
I'm really excited that they finally announced a vapor chamber, and I'm really glad because iPhones tend to get super
15 Pro was
hot.
like really bad.
Oh, I have
Yeah,
the
it was
15
really
Pro
hot.
Max. Oh my God. You know, I've talked to you about the overheating problems every day.
Yeah.
I've just said, what the hell is this? Especially when I updated to the iOS 18. I haven't downloaded the
Oh
beta.
yeah, that was insane.
Yeah, I haven't
I
downloaded the
have a 16
beta.
Pro, and I've been using I used the first beta, and on that day it was absolutely insane. I couldn't hold my phone. I was assuming it was going to start doing the dimming thing.
Yeah.
It was so bad. It was insane.
Did your
Genuinely
battery
unsafe.
health
Like it
drop?
was no, not that much. It's like I think it's on 95 now.
When I installed
95%,
the
which is like
iOS 18 beta, my battery health dropped from 96 to 90. That was just like, oh my gosh.
ooh.
That's
Yeah,
why
I
I've
mean, I
never
have like my
installed.
some of my friends. Some of my friends have like I don't know, like 90 now on their 16 Pro, and they have like over 500 cycles. I don't know how you do that quickly. Over
Uh,
500 cycles.
I have like 500 cycles on my 15 Pro Max right now.
Yeah, I mean, no, like it's normal to have 500 cycles on a 15 Pro, but like on a 16 Pro already.
They're using their phone to
What
do
are they doing?
everything. But you know, the vapor chamber is pretty good because if you want to use the camera, for example, it won't overheat and you can use it more often, and the battery life will be better eventually. I'm excited to check it out, especially this aluminum frame, like built-in thing.
Yeah,
It's just it feels cheaper than the titanium. Not gonna lie, but it is
yeah, it
more.
does.
It is, I think, more heat proof, if I'm not mistaken. And
Hmm.
yeah, the back design.
Yeah, it makes
Uh,
sense why the Apple logo was like a heat map thingy.
exactly. And you talked about an Apple logo on the 56, 17 Pros. They moved out the Apple logo a little bit down. It's just feels
Oh yeah,
not correct. You know, it's not in the
it's fine.
center.
I don't know. It looks fine to me.
Yeah, and on the
I think it would
cases,
look weird if it was like
it's weird.
slightly.
It's weird.
Oh
On the
yeah,
cases, is
the
the same
cases
as
look
before.
really ugly.
On the same as before, the Apple logo, and the cases are ugly. Yeah, the tech phone case is ugly. The silicone case just not looks so not good. And yeah, generally speaking, so what hardware side of the iPhone 17 you are a big fan of?
Honestly, it's always going to be the camera because I I use it to film a lot. So in my perspective, I'm gonna have to get the Pro because I use it to film.
Yeah,
But yeah, so it's just mostly the cameras. When it comes to performance, iPhones have already gotten so far. It doesn't. I don't see a difference anymore, right?
exactly.
It
Yeah.
kind of feels like they're approaching MacBook level, right?
Yeah. I think this A19 Pro chip is basically the same as the M1 or M2 processor in terms of like the actual speed and actual performance. But generally speaking, yeah, I'm not concerned about the performance at all. I'm excited to see like
Like the
new.
performance is already just overkill for smartphone stuff, for
Exactly.
Instagram
Yeah.
Reels, just TikTok, and texting your friends.
I never
You
game
know,
on
I
my
mean, for gaming, I
iPhone,
guess.
so I don't care about performance, GPU, or anything like that.
Yeah.
I just like the overall energy efficiency that they're doing every year. That's the main and key point for me. And I think next year they will eventually switch to 2 nanometers, and that will be exciting for me. Um, but in terms of camera, yeah, cameras is really important. But the main upgrade for me is the telephoto lens because I use the telephoto on my 15 Pro a lot. Like every day I use it for shooting portraits, for profiles, for I don't know, thumbnails and everything like that. It shows the
Yeah.
most practical camera you can find. I'm really sad that they moved back to 4x instead of 5x, but it's okay because it is 48 megapixel now and you get like
I actually find 4X a bit better.
Yeah, it's something in between the 3X and the 5X, and it's okay.
Hmm. Yeah,
But
3x was fine. 5x was too much, but like
yeah,
in
the four,
between,
the
perfect.
8X optical zoom is the best point for me. Like I can shoot portraits from like a lot of distance, and I can shoot a lot of good nature photography. And that is really exciting for me personally. Also, the new selfie camera is
I
the
just want to see it
same.
in person, so I
Yeah,
haven't really seen what the 8x looks like.
yeah, exactly. I just want to see what can I use it for.
Yeah,
And the
I mean,
only
zooming into
yeah,
things far away can be a bit creepy,
yeah.
especially if you like, I don't know, zooming into people's apartments. No, I don't like that. I
So
don't like that.
about the like thickness, it is slightly thicker than the iPhone 16. Uh, it's just like I think
Yeah.
0.5 millimeters thicker, which is a lot if you compare it. But Apple is sneaky because they have just found the best way and the best time to make it thicker because they've announced the iPhone Air. So that feels
Yeah,
even
it just
more.
gives them a little bit more air to just be like, you know what, we can just be free. We already made our beautiful phone. We don't have to make this one pretty. We just want to make it beefy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it just looks like
So,
a big brick phone, and I think it's even heavier
mhm,
than the iPhone 16 Pro Max. And
jeez.
I mean, I have to wait and see.
Yeah, the 16 Pro is already kind of heavy.
I remember the days
Oh
we had
well. But
stainless
like,
steel. That was crazy. That was crazy. Like the 14 series was like a brick. Generally, it was sharp edges. Oh my god.
I haven't had a 14 Pro, so I don't really know how heavy it was.
Yeah, it was like sharp and also really heavy. But
Yeah.
the 17 Pros, the battery life will be 39 hours according to Apple in US, Canada, and some regions that are going to have eSIM instead of physical SIM card. But on other regions like UK, parts of Europe, and also like Southeast Asia, Middle East, will probably get 37 hours, like 2 hours less battery life on the Pro Max, and also 2 hours less battery life on the Pro, also the normal version. So that's not going to be a huge difference. It's going to be just around 20 or 30 minutes of difference. So yeah, and
Hmm.
the cool part that I just scrolled down to the specs on the Apple website was that I saw that it supports 40-watt wired charging. It is crazy.
I don't know what that. I don't really know what that means.
Uh,
So it's just faster charging.
yeah. It's faster charging. It's like we used to have 25-watt support, 27-watt, I think, but now it's 40.
Oh wait, so that's actually really good because like the 60 Pro is already insanely fast at charging. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
But the
Yeah.
weird point
So that's
is,
actually really good.
the adapter is only sold for now in US and Canada for now. I don't know whenever they're going to launch it in Europe or Southeast Asia, but if you check the website, it says 40 watt support with exclusive adaptives, and you cannot find the adapter. I mean, in the store, which is just weird for me. But generally speaking, we get the same MagSafe wireless charging, 25 watts, I guess. And
Okay.
so basically the same, but I don't like the two-tone finish. It's okay for me, but because the colors are a little bit different in some areas and shadows, it just feels like a little bit odd for me. But I really hope that they go back
Yeah.
fully to aluminum, but it's just not possible, I guess.
No, I don't. Yeah, because you won't be able to wirelessly charge. My
Yeah.
least favorite one is the silver one because the back plate is white and the
Yeah.
phone is silver. I don't like that. It just looks really ugly. It just looks really bad.
Yeah.
And why
Also,
didn't they make the entire phone white?
yeah, exactly. But that would make like it would be like a plastic phone. It will look like a plastic phone if you make the whole thing
It will look like
white.
it's plastic.
Like the orange looks like it's
Just make
plastic.
the backplate gray.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the orange one looks plastic. I mean, it looks like a CMF phone or something like that.
I know. When you
Yeah,
look at it in person, it looks like it looks like, the finish on the regular iPhones. I thought they were gonna make it a bit more shiny, just like the 16 Pro.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Feels like a downgrade, but whatever.
So, what other things that we have to mention about the iPhone 17 Pros? About the
There's not really much.
display, yeah, about the display is basically the
I
same.
think we have Pro RAW recording.
Yeah, Pro RAW record. Yeah, ProRes RAW. I think ProRes RAW.
Pro is RAW. That seems like, more file space.
For you, I think it's pretty
I just want to
useful and
see what that
handy.
looks like. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna use that. I use like a lot. I use what you call it, H something something something. I don't use ProRes. I use what's the other setting that saves some space? What do you call it again?
Um,
H.265.
I don't know. I've never heard of it,
I
but
think it's H.265.
yeah, ProRes
Yeah,
you have to have an
there's
external.
ProRes and then
Yeah,
there's H.265. I use H.265 because file space. I mean, like a 10-second recording is like, I don't know, a gigabyte. That's
yeah. You
crazy.
have to have like a SSD at
So
least to support
yeah,
it.
and it just
But
makes it. It is easier to edit though. The file sizes that are bigger, but it feels like storage has become like
yeah.
money.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
But about the display, the display looks basically the same, and you've said like
exactly the same.
the storage. I remember something that for the first time you get 2 TB on the Pro Max. That's a lot of storage.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
Because
yeah,
it actually is a reasonable thing to do because the video
but
files are
it's
really
two
really big.
thousand dollars, bro. It's too much.
That is insane.
It's
It's
too much.
almost 2,000, but like still, like you can get an S25. Sorry, sorry, a Samsung Z Fold 7,
Yeah. For that
right, for the
price.
same price.
I'm wondering what the price of the foldable device will be, because
Oh yeah, no. I don't
nah,
want to. I
I
don't
don't
want
want
to
to think
know.
about it. I don't want to think about it. But yeah, in terms of the display, is mostly the same as last year, but we do have that anti-reflective coating and also the maximum 3000 nits. I think it has slimmer bezels. I don't know. I feel like it is slightly thinner because I don't know, because of the wallpaper or something, but it feels like it's more.
No, the bezels are actually exactly the same. Apparently, they haven't changed the bezels.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think they can. There's like a limit. You know. I think it's like the bezels are like sitting at the glue or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that, like
Well,
all the display design.
edge to edge design.
Yeah, man. I think Apple will be the first one to pull that off. I think Apple will be the first one.
I have a feeling Samsung is gonna pull off like I don't know. It's just gonna do what they did as always. Like with the S24, they
Yeah.
added titanium before Apple did because they heard rumors of titanium. S25 Edge, they made a thin phone because they heard rumors of Apple making a thin phone. The iPhone 20 is going to be like a full edge design apparently. I don't know if that's going to be 100% true, but you know, they're
They
probably going to
even
copy that
copied
before.
the Vision Pro as well. With the same.
Oh yeah, they made their version of the Vision Pro. And they made it look like the Vision Pro. Why?
Samsung is just dodgy, man.
I don't know. Change the design just a tiny bit.
Yeah.
You see, when you
So
do that, like your branding
yeah,
just gives off desperation. You're not
exactly.
confident in
It's
your
not
brand.
unique. It's not unique at all. It just feels cheap if you do something like that. If you just copy others. I mean, if you copy others, then what? You are basically like other Chinese companies. Now, even Chinese companies are better than Samsung in terms of uniqueness. Because
Yeah,
like you see Huawei devices every year, they get more unique. You see Xiaomi devices, they
I
are.
saw like a triple folding phone. Like that is crazy.
That is crazy. Yeah, exactly. So just let's have the just conclusion about the iPhones and just compare it with the Pixel 10 XL and also the S25 Ultra, and then that's going to be at the end.
All right.
So the conclusion. So what do you think about the 17 Pros in general?
17 Pros. They're okay. They aren't. It's not really that much of an upgrade from last year's one, being honest. But as long, I'm really happy that we have a lot more zoom on an iPhone because we've been behind on zoom. But battery life is just slightly better. That is literally it. Really, it's just battery life and more zoom.
Yeah, yeah. If I
That's
want
it.
to say something about the iPhone 17 Pro, just it is crazy in terms of battery life and in terms of design. A lot of people might not like it, but actually it will grow on people, I guess. And now,
Yeah, it will grow on people.
Apple is at this point that because of the last 6 years, the design was mostly the same. Now they've done something just extraordinary and just demolished that unique design that they had, also that minimal approach, and just went all in on something crazy, and most people will like it. I like that they've I don't know what is the bar called. It is something I don't know. The bar is called something in the Apple's language.
They named it.
Yeah, they named
They named it something.
yeah,
Let's see. Let's scroll all the way to the bottom.
If you can search it up.
Why would they name that? It doesn't
Yeah.
seem like something should be named. A unibody design? Like, I don't know. Is that what they're calling it?
No. It's just like this.
Fusion camera?
No. It's not fusion.
I don't know.
I don't know. It was something okay, but they fit all
Seems like a very Apple thing to do. They just name everything.
They put all those components inside that bar, and then they fit the rest with battery, and that's a clever move for Apple. To see finally that making and just generally speaking, I'm really excited about the 17. I usually have like a perspective in my mind that every 2 years iPhone will be good and worth the upgrade. Like the 15 was amazing, the 16 was meh, and the 17 was amazing. The 18 will be meh. I think that's going to be the case scenario in the future.
Yeah, I'm expecting it to be really meh for 17, but next year's iPhone Fold time.
They will focus on that.
No.
The crazy part about this event that they didn't talk about Apple Intelligence at all.
That is really good. I'm actually really happy about that. They did sprinkle it on just a tiny little bit here and there, but like, thank goodness they did not talk about that
because they know that they are not capable of doing it right now. Yeah.
However, I did see a lot of rumors saying that Apple Intelligence may actually be better than like everyone else, which is crazy. Apparently, I don't know. I think Craig made a statement saying it's going to be better than what we thought it was going to be.
If it's going to be out, like I've heard about a leak that instead of combining Siri with ChatGPT, they're going to focus on combining it with Gemini. Yeah. And I think that would be not good because Gemini is just stupid in terms of if you want to compare it to ChatGPT. ChatGPT is just way smarter and natural language. You can just interact with it easily. But in terms of like the features, I don't know why, but Apple Intelligence, if it comes out even late, I think it will be worth it. And if you compare it to other features, most of the features on the Samsung and also the Google devices will be you have to pay for it after 1 year or 2 year. Which is crazy, but in terms of like some stuff, now they have adding live translation on the AirPods and all that. It is a step forward for Apple. I think slowly but surely Apple will reach that peak AI point in the next upcoming years.
Yeah, they do need a hurry because it's getting pretty bad.
Yeah,
but yeah. I mean, it's a bit disappointing. Why didn't they just make their own model? I know I know it's pretty expensive, but like as a
Why
tech
did
company, you
why
kind of
did
have to.
they announce it at all? Just they had to wait for at least 1 or 2 years, just gather some information, some, like, I don't know, just make it better and then announce it. I think that would, because if
Yeah.
you remember the last year's WWDC was like, in a way that, wow, every feature, if it comes out, it will change my life, but nothing came out.
Hmm.
Nothing came out of that. Just one or two features like the Gemoji, or I don't know. It was just some stuff. But if you if
Then again,
yeah,
we've been seeing a lot of like random investments too, like startup tech. I mean, AI companies. Like they invested in one in Canada. Like it focuses more on making AI models run on devices. So I'm not sure what they're planning to do, but that
that's because
randomly
of their
happened a
security, I
few months
guess.
ago.
That's because of the
Yeah.
security. Yeah.
So I see what they're going for. They want to make an AI model that runs on our devices instead of a cloud.
That's good. That's good because, like other language models, if you see like the Gemini or ChatGPT, it does have access to your information. All the contacts, all the information that you provide to it. Like ChatGPT even just save them and just use it and
And again,
learn.
it saves the information, but like most of the information it learns, it just goes into like a black hole. You know what I mean? You can't understand it. It's just like
It's scary a
scrambled
bit,
all in there. You know?
for people is a little bit scary, but Apple, because they were known, as you said, they could have done that. They just announced like a unique version of Gemini with just a little bit of twist, but they just prefer to roll out their own AI platform that runs on device. That's their main goal, to just keep the security, because Apple was always about security. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, what do you think about the Google Pixel 10 Pro XL? If you want to compare it to that, so in terms of like the
The iPhone is
perspective,
still a better choice, being honest. If you're being brutally honest, the iPhone is still a bit better than the
the gap
Pixel.
is
The only
narrower.
difference,
The
yeah,
gap is really narrower.
yeah, like in terms of like the physical build and the battery life and maybe the cameras, but like mostly it's still the iPhone.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm excited to see that Google. I've been always a fan of Google in Android devices,
Yeah, I
because
like
it is
Google.
more.
Google's my favorite
Yeah,
Android company.
it's just more like reliable in terms of like, it's just basically the
It's a lot more
iPhone.
polished. They're
Yeah,
so much more confident. Yeah,
it's the iPhone of
the
Android.
iPhone of Android.
Yeah, exactly. But in terms of
Like if they
design,
were to switch to Android, it would be Pixel.
yeah, exactly. But if
Yeah, design.
design, I prefer the Pixel this year. It's more minimal, it's more unique, and I think it's more luxurious than
It
the
looks really good.
orange iPhone. Yeah. If you want to compare it, it just feels like
Yeah,
pro.
actually,
It feels pro.
it feels more pro. Unfortunately, the performance is not that great. The greatest though. Like
I'm
I don't know.
excited
It's like
because they're
apparently a
switching
bit worse than the
to,
13 Pro.
yeah, I'm excited that they switched to TSMC. That's a good point, because Samsung chipsets, Exynos chipsets, are
That's a good starting
trash,
point.
basically. And so now they're not working with Samsung, they're just working with TSMC. And I think next upcoming years, Google's aim and focus was always like in a way that they're not focusing on GPU performance at all, on CPU performance, just in single core, I guess. And they're mostly focused on AI and NPU, to run on
Yeah,
device. And I think, for most people, the G5 chipset is more than enough. You don't have to compare it to the iPhone, because the iPhone is just something overpowered in a small form factor. You cannot use basically
hmm
half of the performance, because you don't have the UI to
like any
run
apps
it.
to use that stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I think the Pixel 10 series will be, if you want to experience something similar to iPhone, you just give it a shot. Or if you want to switch from another Android device, I think the Pixel will be the best experience that you will ever have.
I mean, regarding the performance on the Pixel, I heard it's pretty bad at like keeping apps open. If you like if you
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
click
yeah.
swipe out of an app, you open another app, just type something, go back to like YouTube, it will restart. This is a bit annoying,
That's because of the multi-core
So
performance.
the RAM
Yeah,
is like really, I don't know, is it RAM? I don't know. It's like really bad. So I think
yeah,
that's something they should work on before I can switch to Google. But yeah,
yeah. Generally speaking. So
that's
how
that's
about
pretty much it.
we talked
When it
about
comes to
Samsung? How about
yeah,
like comparing it to the S25 Ultra in your opinion?
I don't know. I really I can't compare it yet because we haven't seen like actual tests yet. Battery tests and performance tests and stuff. I think we haven't seen those Geekbench scores yet, so we'll have to see. I'm assuming it's probably going to be better than the S25 Ultra.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
the iPhone 16 Pro, I'm assuming was also better than the S25 Ultra when it comes to performance.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So obviously it's going to be better.
Yeah, but so this was like the whole overall conclusion about the iPhones, and we compare it to all the latest like flagships out there. But I forgot to mention one thing about the iPhone Pros, which is the
Mhm.
antennas is now around the camera, which is pretty
Oh,
exciting. And
so does that mean like better connection?
yeah, you will get a lot better connection. On the iPhone, I have my 15 Pro Max here. You get top, you get two on the left and right, two on the bottom, and one on the bottom section. But like on the 17, you just get one around the camera and also one on the left, and it starts at the back and goes to the side, which is like integrated in the sides, which is really nice. But I'm concerned about the thickness. It just feels more heavier. Like if I see the images, it just feels more heavier than it should be.
That's actually the point because they really wanted to just make the phone about performance. It's just straight up performance. If you want like a phone that's light and has a great design for daily use, I think
That's
iPhone
why
Air is
they
good.
call that Air.
But yeah,
That's why.
that's
That's
why.
why. Yeah, and I think in
It's
the
pretty great.
designing team, they just said, okay, this year what we're going to do, just put everything in it, like put the best battery, put the best
Yeah,
camera. The design doesn't matter, just make it
like we're free to do whatever we want.
yes, just make it possible. So let's talk about accessories in a short period, and just let's finish this podcast.
And you can
uh
finish the podcast.
yeah. So the accessories, I'm not a fan of the new tech woven type case. It just feels,
I like it actually.
it's okay,
It
but it's
looks
not
nice, but I don't know how it's
premium.
gonna be.
It's not premium like the leather. I just keep comparing it to the leather. I loved leather. If I choose one case to just for my rest of my life, I would choose leather because it's just so premium and adds something luxury to your phone. But the Tech Phone is just something sporty that you want to put on your phone and just go to the gym, just do some exercises and activities. But I don't know, they could have done something a bit more unique on the camera side, because it just feels like one part is just sticking out and just the rest is a case. But I've seen other companies do like they cover up the bar and also the camera itself. I think that's going to be better.
Yeah,
And
I don't
I
want to spoil
forgot.
anything, but
Yeah,
like ESR
yeah,
has.
yeah. I forgot to mention this, that the clear case made by Apple. Have you seen the design? That
Has
all
like
of them. Why?
a white.
Why? Like,
It's because the MagSafe would look ugly, so they had to cover up the entire back. Remember, there's like
yeah,
MagSafe. The
because of the
MagSafe
Apple
ring is like
logo.
broken in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why white? You can do color matching, like to the device, like orange, like blue, like silver.
No, which means they'll have to make more cases. That's more money. Less people are gonna buy those cases, being honest.
Yeah, not gonna lie, that you have a point. But generally speaking, thank you for sticking around. Today was really exciting. We talked about different
Yeah.
the Apple event. and this was the first podcast that I've done in English. And sorry for people who are watching this on YouTube for the breaks. It's internet connection; it will disconnect sometimes. But generally, hope you're enjoying this video. Drop a sub down below, like and comment, and stay tuned for a lot of these type podcasts in the upcoming weeks. I hope you enjoy it. Have a blissful day. And Sam, thank you. If you have anything to say to the
Thanks.
guys, yeah.
Thanks for inviting me.
You're welcome. It's an honor to have you. Sam, I've seen you grow in the last previous months, and having you as one of the closest friends in this tech community is just my honor. And seeing and you grow day by day, it makes me happier.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. But I expect you to grow too. It's just more consistency. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, actually. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And Sam, thank you. Have a great day ahead. And
No
everyone
problem.
that out there, just stay safe and yeah, enjoy.